Pisces, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. I'm going to start off with basically present day, where you're at today. We're going to go into the history that's coming out right now, and then we'll look into the future, what the outcome is going to be. And for those of you who want a really in-depth and very specific reading, come to me with the extended. For the extended, I always create an extended reading for you guys. That link is in the description box below, or I will pin it to the top of the comment section. The astrology is straightforward for you guys right now. It's basically Neptune square to Mars. What does that mean? Watch your energy levels right now, because you might have a challenge doing things. It's not your fault. It's them, not you. It really is. So it's best. I mean, not everybody can take vacation, right? But I would say take vacation from challenge. I would say don't look for challenges. Don't even look to start something new right now. Take stock. Collect ideas. But getting things done, something will always come up, and it'll probably be with talking to people, communications, not like Mercury retrograde kind of stuff, but just like combative energy, that kind of energy of just maybe being pop-offish when people speak to you, or people speaking to you in a more derogatory tone, or being more inclined to like be more combative when you talk to people, and also believe things that you wouldn't normally believe. So and do things that you wouldn't normally do, because even though things are foggy. So there's kind of a level of, you might be more risky, you might take more risks, you might talk to more people, in which case, good on you, man. There's always lessons to be learned from that, and those challenges could lead to exceptional things happening, because that's what squares usually do for us. Yeah, I just see this as being kind of an energized time for you. Maybe it's the combativeness that's coming out towards you that's making you feel, I don't know, that's making you take more chances than you normally would. But just an FYI, things are going to be a little bit more intense than they usually are. Where is this all leading to? We have this beautiful array of Libra energy, be peace, a rebirth is assured, and believe in yourself. So a sense of feeling good about who you are once again, and making peace with the past, also making peace with pain. This could be two people in your life, somebody who gives you peace, another person who makes you feel alive again, or being able to feel alive again, and then believe in yourself, planting a seed. It's almost like there's a reinvigoration of your sense of who you are, and you're ready to spread your wings and fly now. So let me take back what I said about the astrology. Even if you're believing bullshit, somehow this bullshit is going to inspire you to get shit done, in which case I'm all for it. What do we have coming out over here in the past, though? This is your energy. There is always enough. Freedom is yours. So this is being liberated from emotions that you might have sunken into, or being liberated from just feeling and having feelings all around you, or a situation that just got too heavy, a feeling of like those feelings being released, or not having those feelings anymore. You see clearly now, being able to see someone or a situation way more objectively, and then think on your feet. That's Sagittarius energy, wanting to make quick changes and a willingness to try new things. I gotta say, it's almost like, whoo, made it out of that situation alive. This sense of, I'm not ready, I'm not prepared, it's gotten too deep, I just want to like take off and run with the wind and feel myself, and you know, feel free again. And then there's this, you see clearly now, you see clearly owl spirit, getting good advice, talking to somebody who is very wise, and all of a sudden recognizing or realizing, finally being able to see, it's almost like you needed to step back in order to understand, in order to know. Because when everything was really heavy around you, that wasn't possible. And this liberation, which you may have felt a little bit guilty for, taking time off, taking time to yourself, but you did it. You needed it. You needed to get away, to let your mind be, have space to be refreshed, and for you to actually see clearly, very clearly, what was up. Think on your feet. It's interesting because it's like you're thinking clearly, not to make a decision, but to explore. You wanted to see where you could go. It's almost like you had just started a new adventure. You got some vitality back. Think on your feet. Be malleable. Don't. This is all happening in the past. Be peace is here. A rebirth is assured, and believe in yourself. So you had a great deal of feelings for this person, but they wanted to be free. And ultimately, I think that was something that you need to experience and you needed to go through in order to sort of get perspective or gain perspective. It means you got too wrapped up in them. It's almost like there was a sense of somebody became too important to you and took over your life, not through manipulation, but through your own willingness, a willingness to just become theirs or be all about them and live for them, and ultimately that's where you were directing yourself. But their need to be free, mind you, this is happening in the past, their need to be free, Pisces, was what actually liberated you from chains you'd put yourself in, so that you could gain some perspective on your life, on clarity. It's like not even realizing that all the air had been sucked out of the room, not even realizing that you had been buried, because you kind of did it to yourself. So ultimately, it's like the light got turned on and you were able to actually feel your freedom again and actually have more space for yourself and get your independence back, like reclaim your sense of adventure and really see, well, what turns me on? What are the things that I want to do? Where do I want to go? Maybe it was actually finally being able to travel somewhere that opened up your eyes and refreshed your brain, made you feel like yourself again, brought you closer to who you are again. But it came from a place of watching somebody run away from you, watching somebody walk away from you, watching somebody push you away, or them leaving you. Now we have what's happening here. There's peace in this situation, so you have reconciled. This could be a partnership, but there's definitely reconciliation. It's almost like, because I realized I was liberated, you liberated me from walking away. I may have been initially hurt, but now there's a sense of course we can make peace. Of course we can, including, because it's just flipped over, anything that they had done to deceive you, anything that they were keeping from you and lying to you about, which there was something, because the card just flipped over accidentally, but intentionally, Pisces. So we're talking about making amends with somebody who you got into a very convoluted situation with. It had become very complicated. I don't think that either one of you were bad people. There was just a way of losing yourselves in each other, and so you had to separate from each other to find exactly who you are. Now we're current day and you've made amends with this person. There's a sense of peace. Why? Because I needed distance from you and I just didn't know it. You know, I could hate you and be mad at you, but I don't want to. And it's something like a reconciliation here, because there's love coming back into your life, dove. There's peace, reconciling, and then something being rejuvenated or coming back to life. You can guarantee that that there's a start over here, a restart. It's probably going to come around that new moon in Libra. And ultimately what it is it's almost like being born correctly this time. something had to go away in order to be corrected, because you needed objectivity in order to correct it. Being in it, you were lost. Believe in yourself, planting the seeds. So you can rest assured that there is definitely an offer of love coming in that's being rejuvenated, and that you can handle it this time around. You've already gotten a crash course in it. You know what you're getting yourself into. It's really interesting how there's just been this pattern of coming back, something coming back. It's almost like it's springing up life again. Nightingale, love is all around you, but this is in reverse. So there's been a lot of heavy criticism. Your friends don't necessarily like this. Maybe they have been telling you, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. In the best cases, this is coming from a very sincere place, but there's heavy criticism around this, and the chirping or the buzz or your friends are saying, I disagree with you. I don't like what I'm hearing here. I don't think that maybe love should be in the cards. Or this is a sense of, it's just flat out reconciliation. It's not necessarily love, or maybe you thought you could revitalize the love, but that's actually just kind of over now. But it's making a peace with that. It's a sense of, you hadn't been able to let it go. You will be able to let it go now, because you know your value, you know your worth, you got your sense of self back. And it's almost like, I'm worth too much to let myself completely go again. Like, I don't want to feel myself melt away. I just got myself back together. Okay. Pisces. 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 And yes, guys, this can be family, friends, relationships, work. Apply it to where it applies in your life. Do me a favor. Boop that like button. If you love this video, show it the kindness of liking the video. And also, while I have your attention, please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that I know, so that you know when I upload all your favorite content. Pisces content comes out every single Wednesday. I don't necessarily want to live in the past. I just want to ask Spirit. Hold on. Queen of Swords. This is counseling, but you've chosen a new direction, moving forward clearly now. And clarity has helped you solve an issue or a problem, especially surrounding, or I just heard this. You're coming out and finally announcing something. You're saying it to people. You're making it very clear. You're making your intentions known. You know, regardless of what other people think. It's almost like, fuck what everybody else thinks. That's kind of what it is. You've chosen your direction forward. Okay, so now I want to know what is the direction forward. But I also want to get moon cards for you. Hold your vision. The universe is telling you, don't give up, even when there's backlash, or even when, you know, people are not agreeing with you. And like I said, just because they can't find a way to support you, it doesn't mean that they're trying to hurt you. But ultimately, you're stubborn on this. You're set on this. No one can dissuade you from what you have decided, because you are certain about something. But where does this certainty come from? Why are you so clear? Because the time without them, or without this situation, was the worst time in your life. You did need clarity. It helped to get yourself back, but you also realized something that became very clear to you, that the emptiness or lack was not something that you actually, it's almost like somebody needed distance in order to be clear just how important a partner was to them. The Tower moment is here. So what can we expect from this Tower? What can we expect from this Tower? It's shocking that that's what you chose. This Gemini maybe has really shocked you. this connection. I said, what can I expect? It's unexpected connection. You didn't expect that this would happen. I think when you left for good. You thought, okay, this is done. The truth is it wasn't done. This connection is here. There's true love here. There's passion. There's attraction. You didn't expect it. So ultimately, it's almost like in some ways, Pisces, your mind has been convinced you don't need proof from anywhere else, and you sure as hell don't need permission. Damn. Get your Pisces on, because you're very, very sure, and definitely you have selected this love affair or this passion, and you know clearly now which direction. It is something that it's like you had to live through the craziness and the sadness in order to really become the person that was ready for what you thought you wanted a while ago. Well, now you're actually ready for it. And it's here, this love has shocked you. And ultimately, if you're with somebody, there's just this sense of you're shocked that they want to come along with you. Because see, they're clear now. They're ready now. Or you're ready now. Hold on. But I want to see, God, where is this leading with Pisces? Where is this leading? Trying to see what deck is calling to me. I mean, this is indisputable. Soulmates. It's leading to being together. It's leading to togetherness. It's leading toward a connection with somebody that is not easy to explain, and you can't really explain it. It's not by the books. It's an unconventional connection. So this is something that you very much resisted, or the two of you resisted, or both of you resisted, or a lot of people said this isn't going to work out. But ultimately, and I think it does, I think it shocks a lot of people, this was a really shocking relationship. Now, I'm going to ask you, what was so shocking about the relationship? Leave the comments below. I would really love to know. You don't have to leave any specifics that you don't want to. You could just leave implications. But ultimately, Pisces, I'm really curious. Leave the comments below. What was this shocking connection that was made that, you know, kind of changed your direction in life and changed how you saw yourself, where you saw yourself, and what you realized you were capable of? Because it is an off the books. It is an not by the books relationship. Soulmates is here, right? I showed you this fork in the road. It's making you turn down a direction you didn't think you would go. But I can tell you right now, it's fated. You were meant to go in this direction, and the problem was, I think that was the resistance that sent, or somebody, it was the resistance. They didn't want to give up their old dreams when they had actually met their dream come true. They didn't want to accept it because they had already gotten set in their mind, well, this is who I am and this is what I'm meant to be. But ultimately that is not. They didn't really completely know what they were meant to be or what was meant for them. And it was hard to accept that. It was hard to accept that shift. This is once again, unconventional. And a fork in the road, I think, is for other people. It's like it's going to change their minds. You know, it kind of puts like a chink in the chain. It confuses people. They don't know what to think of it. You know, it's not necessarily judgment, because maybe there are aspects of the situation that are a little bit shady. You know, and it's just a sense of, it's like you have to think in a different way. You have to think from a different mindset. But what is that? A fork in the road. This has changed your life. Let's see how that pans out for your career and your financial situation. I'm going to attach the links below. I hope you guys will join me for the extended reading. Pisces, I will see you guys there.